From ancient rivers to deep underground mines, people have searched the earth for beauty. But this story is not just about treasure. It's about curiosity, courage, and the way the smallest sparkle can change the course of history. This is the story of gold, diamonds, and precious stones from ancient times to today. The first sparkle. Scene shows a peaceful ancient landscape, rivers, hills, and small groups of people gathering food. Long before there were cities or machines, before kings and crowns, people lived close to nature. They hunted, fished, and walked barefoot along the rivers that cut through forests and valleys. One day, no one knows when, someone noticed something strange glinting in the sand. It was bright and yellow, and it shone even in the soft light of dawn. That person picked it up, turned it in their hands, and wondered, "What is this?" It wasn't like a rock or a leaf. It didn't break, and it stayed shiny even after washing it in the river. That little piece of metal was gold. The first discovery of gold probably happened by accident, maybe in Africa or Asia or somewhere in between. We may never know who found it first, but one thing is sure, that tiny piece of gold changed how people saw the earth forever. Gold, the metal of the sun. Scene fades to the deserts of ancient Egypt, pyramids rise in the distance, the sun gleams on golden jewelry. As time passed, people learned how to melt gold, shape it, and polish it. They made rings, necklaces, cups, and even statues. Gold was soft and easy to work with, but it never rusted or faded. It seemed almost alive, as if it held the light of the sun. In ancient Egypt, gold became the metal of kings. The pharaohs wore golden crowns and golden sandals. They believed gold came from the gods themselves. When a pharaoh died, gold was buried with him, not to be spent, but to shine forever in the next life. The great tombs of Egypt were filled with golden treasures, a sign that the ruler would live like the sun, eternal and bright. And it wasn't just Egypt. In Mesopotamia, China, India, and Africa, gold became a symbol of power and respect. People traded it for food, land, and animals. Gold became a measure of value, a promise that something rare and beautiful stood behind the things people owned.
Gold across the world. Scene transitions through maps showing trade routes, Egypt, Nubia, India, and beyond. Ancient Africa was rich in gold. The lands along the Nile, and later the regions we now call Sudan, Ghana, and Mali, were famous for their golden rivers and hills. Merchants traveled across deserts on camels, carrying gold dust and nuggets to trade for salt, cloth, and spices. In Asia, gold shone in the temples of India and China. In South America, the Inca and Aztec civilizations shaped gold into art and offerings for their gods. To them, gold wasn't money. It was a holy thing, a gift from the earth that carried light and life.
Whispers find their way. Tomorrow's heart beats loud today. No light extinguished by the flaw. For every fall there is an awe. In broken pieces there's a start. Innovation's world is art. Old notation echoing through innovation. Steel and silicone hand in hand, crafting wonders across the land. Voices born from circuits hum, sing of what is yet to come. Towers rise and charts expand. Inventions shape what we command. 1,000 whispers find their way. Tomorrow's heart beats loud today. No light extinguished by the flaw. For every fall there is an awe. In broken pieces there's a start. Innovation's world is art. Old notation echoing through innovation. Steel and silicone hand in hand, crafting wonders across the land. Voices born from circuits hum, sing of what is yet to come. Towers rise and charts expand. Inventions shape what we command. 1,000 whispers find their way. Tomorrow's heart beats loud today. No light extinguished by the flaw. For every fall there is an awe. In broken pieces there's a start. Innovation's world is art. Old notation echoing through innovation. Steel and silicone hand in hand, crafting wonders across the land. Voices born from circuits hum, sing of what is yet to come. Towers rise and charts expand. Inventions shape what we command. 1,000 whispers find their way. Tomorrow's heart beats loud today. No light extinguished by the flaw. For every fall there is an awe. In broken pieces there's a start. Innovation's world is art. Old notation echoing through innovation. Steel and silicone hand in hand, crafting wonders across the land. Voices born from circuits hum, sing of what is yet to come. Towers rise and charts expand. Inventions shape what we command. 1,000 whispers find their way. Tomorrow's heart beats loud today. No light extinguished by the flaw. For every fall there is an awe. In broken pieces there's a start. Innovation's world is art. Old notation echoing through innovation. Steel and silicone hand in hand, crafting wonders across the land. Voices born from circuits hum, sing of what is yet to come. Towers rise and charts expand. Inventions shape what we command. 1,000 whispers find their way. Tomorrow's heart beats loud today. No light extinguished by the flaw. For every fall there is an awe. In broken pieces there's a start. Innovation's world is art. notation echoing through innovation. Steel and silicone hand in hand, crafting wonders across the land. Voices born from circuits hum, sing of what is yet to come. Towers rise and charts expand, inventions shape what we command. 1,000 whispers find their way, tomorrow's heart beats loud today. No light extinguished by the flaw, for every fall there is an awe. In broken pieces there's a start, innovation's world is art. Old notation echoing through innovation. Steel and silicone hand in hand, crafting wonders across the land. Voices born from circuits hum, sing of what is yet to come. Towers rise and charts expand, inventions shape what we command. 1,000 whispers find their way, tomorrow's heart beats loud today. No light extinguished by the flaw, for every fall there is an awe. In broken pieces there's a start, innovation's world is art. Old notation echoing through innovation. Steel and silicone hand in hand, crafting wonders across the land. Voices born from circuits hum, sing of what is yet to come. Towers rise and charts expand, inventions shape what we command. 1,000 whispers find their way, tomorrow's heart beats loud today. No light extinguished by the flaw, for every fall there is an awe. In broken pieces there's a start, innovation's world is art. Old notation echoing through innovation.
The age of travel and trade. Scene: sailing ships crossing oceans, traders with maps and compasses. As time moved on, the world began to connect. Sailors and explorers crossed seas in search of new lands and riches. They had heard of golden cities and mountains full of gems. The great empires, Spain, Portugal, Britain, and others, sent ships to Africa, Asia, and the Americas. They traded, mined, and sometimes took treasures back home. The love for gold grew stronger than ever. People built coins and crowns, and gold became the heart of trade around the world. Gems also became symbols of power. Kings and queens wore them on their clothes and crowns, believing each color carried meaning. Red for courage, green for wisdom, blue for peace. The Gold Rush era. Scene: 1800s, groups of people digging beside rivers in California, Australia, and South Africa. Then came a time called the Gold Rush. And the 1800s news spread that gold had been found in America, Australia, and South Africa. Thousands of people left their homes, carrying only a shovel, a pan, and a dream. They camped by rivers, hoping to see a golden sparkle in the sand. Some did, and became rich overnight. Others searched for years and found only dust. It was a time of excitement and hope, a reminder that gold still had the power to move hearts and nations. But it also taught people a lesson, that chasing gold could bring both joy and hardship. Diamonds take the stage. Scene: 1800s, South Africa, open diamond mines under the sun. Around the same time, in South Africa, people made another great discovery: huge fields of diamonds buried beneath the earth. One of the first was found by a young boy playing beside a river. That single diamond led to the creation of giant mines and companies that changed the world's jewelry trade forever. From then on, diamonds became known as the king of gems, rare, beautiful, and unbreakable. They were used to celebrate love, victory, and strength. But behind the sparkle were thousands of workers, miners, and families whose hands made the treasures of the earth shine. Modern mining and technology. Today, gold, diamonds, and gemstones are still found, but in very different ways. Modern miners use machines, maps, and science to locate hidden deposits. They drill carefully, using safety gear and new technology to protect workers and the environment. In laboratories, scientists can even create gems that look just like the real ones. Perfect diamonds and sapphires made from the same elements found in nature. These are called lab-grown gems, and they are helping reduce the need for deep mining in some places. The beauty and the balance. Scene: forests, rivers, and open skies. Gentle music. The earth gives us gold and jewels, but it also gives us forests, air, and life. Today, many people are learning that we must take care of both. Some companies now mine responsibly, replanting trees, cleaning rivers, and helping the communities where gems are found. Because the true beauty of gold and stones is not just how they shine, but how they remind us to live in balance with the planet. Symbols of love and meaning. Scene: people exchanging rings, artists shaping jewelry. For thousands of years, people have used gold and gems to mark special moments, weddings, victories, and celebrations. A gold ring can mean love. A diamond can mean promise. A ruby can mean passion, and an emerald can mean hope. These meanings have passed through generations, from kings to families, from palaces to small homes. Even today, when someone gives a ring or a pendant, they're sharing not just a piece of the earth, but a story that began thousands of years ago beside a riverbank. The science of sparkle. Scene: scientists studying crystals under microscopes. Today, scientists study gems to understand the earth itself. Every stone carries a clue about pressure, heat, and time. Diamonds tell stories from deep below the surface, where no human has ever gone. Gold shows us how elements move inside the planet's crust. Through science, we've learned that the earth is like a great artist, painting with fire, water, and time to create beauty hidden within stone. Lessons from the earth. Soft, reflective music. When we look at gold or a diamond, we see more than a thing of beauty. We see history, the hands of the first people who discovered it, the traders who carried it across deserts, the kings who wore it, and the artists who shaped it into something unforgettable. But the greatest lesson these treasures teach us is not about wealth. It's about wonder. The way something deep in the ground can hold so much light. It reminds us that the earth is full of mysteries waiting to be discovered, and that every sparkle has a story millions of years old. The future of treasure. Scene: modern cities, renewable energy, and people working with technology. As we move into the future, the meaning of treasure is changing. People now see value not only in gold or diamonds, but in clean water, green forests, and peaceful communities. Still, gold and gems remain part of human dreams, symbols of creativity, craft, and connection. They remind us that beauty and value can be found anywhere, in nature, in art, and in kindness. Perhaps the true treasure of tomorrow will be learning how to shine together, like the stones that sparkle only when light passes through them.